Meal prep, breakfast of champs. Got some cranberry peach or cranberry watermelon, one or the other. I got both, buy one, get one free. 2 tablespoons of honey, banana, and an apple. The second cup, 32 ounces of water. I do have, last supplements I have, there's creatine in the water. Last supplements I have is fish oils, omegas, and this is a big container of coffee. What up, world? Welcome back. I am masculinity architect Duwayne Langham. This is the Ave, Yolo Ave, road least traveled, and you have just tuned in for another Leap Year Challenge Quantum Leap results tracking 1 year, 365 days. Today is 165, May 24th, Saturday, and this is day 3 of my sugar diet. Just wanted to give a layout of my daily routine. This is what my meals look like. I'll have now 2 of these. So this is day 3. You've seen the pictures, you've seen the results, you've seen the scale. I'm not sure how much editing and posting I'll do inside of this, but all started, like I said, I had about 2 days adding honey to my normal macro measuring keto routine. Felt the difference from the honey and decided to go all in. And so for the rest of this week, I'm doing a sugar, it is the sugar diet because I am having meat at the end of the day. But I'll say sugar fast because I'm not doing starches. I am about 20 pounds from my goal weight. Who knows what I'll actually hit where I see body fat percentage and an actual 6-pack come out. But so I am leaving out starches and giving my body the chance to acclimate, adjust, and really just take on the sugar altogether before I put the starches in. But honestly, I will say, I don't know how or why, maybe because I've always been flexitarian. I've never been straight keto, or as I'm learning, actual keto, purely fats, 200 grams of fats type shit, and low protein. I've always been high protein, like Mark Bell says, some form of modified keto diet. So getting out of that protein focused, protein sparing modified fast twice a week, keto centric diet, shifting over. And I have actually experienced since fasting ketosis, like over these last 5 or 6 years that I've been doing keto. I've been pretty insulin responsive, I guess, receptive, insulin sensitive. You know, my levels have been good. So honestly, the transition, I would say my body immediately, like my bowels within a day were loosened up, flowing. Like I can tell whatever microbiome's going on in there. I haven't had any issues. It's actually made my maybe more regular to what I'm used to back when I was doing plant-based for a few years. But really, it just fucking works. I'll be honest. So first things first, I do 32 ounces of water. This is spring water. I add soul water to it, a tablespoon, Celtic salt, and Himalayan salt, giving it the electrolytes added. And like I said, this got a little creatine in it. But I always start the day rehydrating 32 ounces of water no matter what. Caffeine, because I actually do even, not having had the sugar, except the honey off of the tablespoon. I am feeling that I don't need the coffee, and I'm just used to it. So I've already got my coffee ready. And I think what I'm going to adjust to, because I did have 3 cups of coffee yesterday. One difference, I will say I recognize that I'm on a sugar diet because after, I will have lulls if I'm not just, because I'm not doing the water, and I'm not doing refined sugar, processed sugars, all the stuff that I know you can do technically. I'm always interested in the best lifestyle. That's not interested in refined sugars. I may need to, like, just to adapt to feeding the body the sugar, not table sugar. I don't know. There's some elements where I just don't want to be on that. I'm fine with tablespoons of honey. I like the benefits that I looked up on honey, which is what made me even start in this direction. But I think what I'm going to do is just sip coffee throughout the day as energy, as appetite suppressant, and 0 calorie. So it makes no difference. Black coffee, stevia, monk fruit, stuff like that. So I think I'm just going to do that and observe, because I am clear and I do align and I get why you don't really need the energy in that way. So I'll just observe. I enjoy coffee, and I work long days up at 5 a.m., not done till 11 a.m. with 3 cycles in the day. Y'all know about my 3-cycle, 3X routine. If the video hasn't posted, I'll be talking more about that soon enough. But so now, the moment you've been waiting for. So I've said it just works, and I've got the evidence. This is day 3, and I'll tell you how varied this has been. Day 1, losing weight as my normal, right? And I was so cautious and sensitive. I only had 7 ounces of ground turkey and vegetables at dinner, just to not, and I've been used to getting 200 grams of protein a day. So I'm really testing what it is saying. And I am going for, like I said, sugar fasting, leaning towards sugar fasting as much as possible this first end of the week, Wednesday through, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Today's Saturday, day 3 that I've been doing it so far. Can you see that squirrel? Squirrel! Day 1, I only had 1,200 calories. Woke up the next day 3 pounds lighter. And mind you, I have a pretty active routine. I'll go and get 10,000 steps in the morning, go to the gym, train for about 45 minutes to an hour. And then I'm done for that activity. But I always will, if I pull up the data, it's like 1,400 steps. So I ended the day, because I only had one meal like this, apple, banana, honey, the first day. Actually, no, I had 2, right? And then I had the 6 ounces of lean ground beef, 1,200 something calories. My deficit under the, protein sparing modified fast keto diet, 1,600 to 1,800 calories. I could consistently see like because protein sparing modified fast does work. I did that twice a week. I could consistently see, without having cheat day, blowout, yo-yo bullshit every week, I can consistently expect at least 1 to 3 pounds to go throughout the week, maybe 3 to 5 pounds. But I have to be really intentional, because that 1,600 to 1,800 calories for me is hard to hit. I can eat a lot, 200 grams of protein. Really easy to get away from that and see results, but not this. So that first day, wake up the next day, 3 pounds down. So I was around, I think, 248. And, went down 247. Yesterday, after that 1,200 calories, 246.5, which is like more weight loss. So it worked, like the scale moving first day. Second day, scale went down to 245, another new low. This is my low, y'all. So I was already in range of, this is the lowest I've ever been, is where I started. And after that 1,200 day, woke up 1,200 calories, woke up the next day, 245.6. And I do notice in the fruit diet, ravenous, I do notice like the hunger, the increased hunger. It definitely ramps up metabolism with the activity level as well. I went biking. I did a 5-mile ride in the morning and went back out at 12 and got another 12 miles. So I did about 17, 18 miles of biking for the cardio yesterday. And whatever, just walking around the house throughout the day. As far as steps and activity, I didn't go to the gym. I increased. I had my 2 meals of this. I also had some berries, 2 more tablespoons of honey, a 0-fat, low sugar, actually, only 2 grams of net sugar, but 15 grams of protein, so I was a little concerned with that, mixed with it. And delicious, great. And then I went ahead and had 2 cuts, fillets, probably about 12 ounces of salmon, fatty, and then some vegetables for the night. And inside of all that, 2,500 calories. So that would have been about my maintenance. 225 is my goal weight. So that would have been about my maintenance calories, not deficit cut calories, maintenance calories. So as you can imagine, I was uncomfortable with that. I'm on the sugar diet, which this stuff is all new, concerning, and, blasphemy for what I've been doing for years. And I just went over my calories of what my normal maintenance would be. It just fucking works, because today I woke up at 244.5. I lost another pound. Man, this is what I would expect And I say that because I've been at a frustrating place where they say plateauing, stalling, because I train like a fucking athlete. My mindset is, I understand, yeah, you're not, so I grew up fat. I was a fat kid in high school, right? And so I've never had the, getting back to my youth or my best weight. I'm aging backwards compared to all my friends, especially. But with that, I know I have a philosophy of you want to look like an athlete, live like an athlete. I've never stopped being in the gym. I've always kept up cardio, running, like not always. I started running at 36, so for the 4 years, I've definitely been on cardio, running, sprints, like full on activity level. And to stall out and be frustrated where I was, that's why I was so at my wits' end. I know I worked hard and I felt like I was disciplined. I've learned to be even more disciplined, calculated, measured. That's why measuring myself, measuring the food. But this is how I expect the diet to work. You do what the fuck it says. Calories in, calories out. Eat this when you're supposed to eat it, when you eat, how you eat, intermittent fasting, all the things that I do. This is what I expect to see the fucking scale move. And yeah, it's kind of scary, to be honest, because I was nervous that I'm eating all this sugar and I went over on calories. What if anything's wrong? I had extra protein, 12 ounces. I think I ended the day right at about 95 grams of protein. I'm going to shoot for Mark Bell's target, 100 grams of protein. Like I said, for this first week, I'm leaving starches out. I'll throw some sweet potatoes in next week. I don't really care for rice. That may change now that I can eat carbs. But it's scary to wake up the next day. Proof in the pudding. The scale's still going down. And mind you, to be completely transparent, I've been in the habit of weighing myself multiple times a day. So I'm going off with my dry weight first thing in the morning. I go again on my depleted weight after a workout. I go again after I eat, and usually at the evening, just to check in, because I'm watching throughout the day, so I know what my typical fluctuation is. If I have carbs, I'm going to throw on like 5, 6, 10 pounds over the next day or two, typically on a keto diet. And throughout the day, drinking water, staying hydrated, eating. So I'm used to. So last night I was 246 again. I'm like, okay, this is expected. I'm still within range. I'm still at new lows type shit. Like that was still good for me. To wake up the next morning at 244.5, I lost another pound. Net positive. This is fucking scary. Y'all know the journey, fam. I've been doing this shit for 27 years. To finally be dialed in, to finally be seeing it, oh yeah, this might be the fucking lifestyle for me. And I'm getting to eat fruits. I'm getting to eat throughout the day. I'm eating at 6 a.m. all the way until 6 p.m. Now, not consistently throughout the day, but I'm the type of person on the keto, protein sparing, modified fast. I was on a 4-hour eating window. Like I try and stick to the OMAD, like I maximize everything. Cardio, workouts, activity, steps, food, I research and get all the information I can, and I maximize. And I have not been seeing the results that I would expect from maximum effort until now. And this is fucking day 3. It just works. So that's it. I don't have anything else to say. I'm going to go ahead and get this food in, get my meditation, and get out for a run, get my steps in. But I just want to bring you along for the ride, and I will be. So this is the second really vlog check-in. I'm going to have to get these edited and uploaded. I was thinking live, but I'm actually thinking what I'll start with, because as far as live, I have to take the pocket out with me, and which requires another phone or to use my phone to actually stream it live, which I can do and do a vlog check-in after my morning cardio and give you updates. Or I'm just going to grab it on my phone for the pocket, either or. But it won't be live. I'll just record it, upload it. Mainly, I want to do a daily check-in. This is the quantum leap year. This is where I get to show you from my relationships, where I'm living, quantum leap in results. My life did not look like this 90 days ago. And this is day 165, so we're still not even halfway there. And everything is changing. So I want to take you on the daily. I say that because this health portion is where I can get the daily updates, bring you along, check in with you, vlog and all that. So that's what I'm thinking. If you're interested in that, let me know. I'm really going to catch the wave and the results. I'm giving this a full-on experiment for at least 30 days. It may be 60 and 90. But really taking on, I don't even think it'll take that long to get to my results. I only have 20 pounds to lose. But we'll see. I'm going for a 6-pack. I don't know what weight that's going to be. I've never been this low. This is the lowest I've ever been. I'm in the best shape of my life today. So we'll see. If you're interested in having me pop in live every day, if that's the format you like, let me know. Drop the comments down below. We'll do that. But this first week, while I'm doing the sugar fast before I add starches back in, I'm going to record my daily updates. Basically, just another day tomorrow. And then Monday, I'll probably get everything edited, get caught up, and start posting them. And then I'll be ready to go live every day. And that'll be much simpler, no overhead. As you can tell, I'm just talking and rambling. But I appreciate you tuning in, appreciate you watching. Hope you are interested in the journey. I encourage you to give it a try. I'm going to make this a series, so you only live once, right? I'm not certified, not a professional, not a medical expert. I'm just a man living my best life. You only live once, and so I've become very experimental. Go find out, go do the thing, go see how it works for me. So I'm sharing that part of my journey. I'd love to bring you along. I will actually be dumping my knowledge, and so I'm going to set this up as a series and talk about what I know and understand about the sugar diet, sugar fasting, what I know about intermittent fasting, what I know about ketosis, what I've known about weightlifting, just everything inside of my routine and regimen, hydration, all the things that are important to your health. So if you're a regular everyday person, I'm going to pour into you what this 27-year journey has been for me, the stalls, the challenges, the hiccups, the things and my blind spots that I haven't been doing, and the results that I'm finally getting as we sprint to the finish line. So that's the goal for this. If you're interested in that, come back. It'll be a series, and look out for them videos to be dropping daily moving forward. In the meantime, I'll be right here, wishing you the best and only success, and being the best version of myself. One could say, beyond empowered. The question is, who are you going to be? Peace.